Hey, it's Evie. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, letting go. What is letting go? How do you let go? And how, when you have a specific person in mind that you want to bring into your life, your ex back, how do you possibly let go of that person? First of all, you stop seeing letting go as something that you have to do, some physical, mental action that you have to take. This is where I think confusion lies, because you see letting go as this huge thing that you have to do, and it becomes huge, absolutely huge, and you know that you won't manifest until you've let go. So I'll just tell you what I do, and hopefully that will help you. It's just something that I started to do when I got on board with acceptance and I started accepting everything. I realised that this is key with letting go as well. So the best way you can do this is to look at letting go as part of the whole process, the manifestation process. So it's something that's necessary in order to get you to your manifestation. If you can look at it like that and not see it as some action that you have to take, you have to do this massive thing of letting go of this person and this desire, you have to let go. Of course you can't do that because we have attachment where people are concerned. So look at it this way. You want this person in your life. You have attachment. That's fine. Okay, it's perfectly natural. We all have attachment when it comes to people, and I get attachment with all kinds of things still, but I just see it as part of the process. This attachment will go naturally, but it's a necessary part of the manifestation process because you have to almost let it sort of wash over you, really. Just let it be there. You know it's there. So the first thing that you do is you accept it's there. You say, I accept my attachment right now. I accept it, it's here, it's part of the process, it happens for everybody. It isn't just me, it happens for absolutely everybody, except Neville Goddard, it seems, because I had a question the other day, a comment on one of my videos saying, why do all of you law of attraction people talk about letting go? Neville Goddard never once mentioned letting go and attachment, and he's absolutely right. I've never come across anything where Neville mentions this, and I'll tell you why. It's because he didn't feel it. Didn't feel attachment. He just accepted this was what's going on, which is true. So attachment wasn't an issue for him. And you know that if something's not an issue for you, you don't really get it, do you? You don't see it as an issue. I mean, bless him, how cool is that you don't suffer attachment? So of course he never taught that because he didn't get it. For instance, I was talking to somebody a little while ago who was going to do some coaching, some anxiety coaching, and they're into the law of attraction, all of that, but they've never suffered with anxiety. And I had this discussion saying, well, I don't see how you can coach when you've never suffered with anxiety, because it's weird anxiety. It's not something you can understand. And they were saying, oh yes, but these feelings and the way that this stuff works, you can make it work with anything. Yes, you can, but if you don't have a fundamental understanding of how anxiety works and how anxiety can manifest in a multitude of ways for different people, then you cannot understand it. And if you don't have the understanding, you can't really help. You might help to a certain point, but you can't really do it. When I had my cognitive therapy back in the day, when I was suffering panic attacks and anxiety, the lady that was coaching me was counselling me. She had suffered really badly, and so she was telling me all of the things that she'd suffered and the way that she dealt with them, and how she started to look at it as, oh wow, this is an interesting experience. And I really got it with her because she had experienced it. So she was coming from a point of understanding. So here you go, I'm coming from a point of understanding this. I really get attachment, believe me, where people are concerned, where anything is concerned. I tend to be a little bit attached to absolutely everything, but I just see it as part of the manifestation process. It's just there, and there's nothing I can do about it. So you accept it. What you do is you recognize it. You recognize your attachment, and you say to yourself, okay, yeah, I've got attachment at the moment. It's okay. That's part of it. Yeah, we'll see how that progresses. And you just live with it. You just let it be there. Yeah, letting it be. Just let it be there. And the thing is, with anything, once you let it go, let it be and accept it, it goes. Because it's almost like it says, oh, well, you're no fun. And off it goes, because you're not interacting with it, you're not engaging with it. It's like anything. It's like if somebody was talking to you, for instance, and you were ignoring them, and you might sort of every now and again go, oh, sorry, but you weren't interested in what they were saying, they would soon walk away and they wouldn't waste any more time with you. And that's exactly as attachment manifests. And if you see it as this huge thing, letting go as this huge thing, it will become a huge thing, and you'll say, I can't do it, can't do it. I've tried and I can't do it. I've tried this technique. And there are various techniques that you can try, but I have found, you see, I tried the Sedona method, which is a great method for some people, just didn't work for me. I tried various different ways at the start because I knew, I soon discovered that attachment was an issue, was going to be an issue for me. And none of it really worked. So I just went back to that cognitive therapy, those cognitive therapy sessions, and I thought about that. And I thought, accepting my panic attacks, my anxiety, really worked for me. It didn't ever have another panic attack, still has anxiety over the years, but nothing compared to what it was. And now I don't have anxiety at all because I've really got on board with this radical acceptance. So I thought, well, I'll just try accepting my attachment. So that's what I did. That's what I do. I still get attached. It just doesn't last very long. Sometimes I may be attached to something for a few weeks, but I just see it as, okay, this is going to last a bit longer. Oh, I wonder why that is. And I kind of just treat it very naturally, and it doesn't become a huge issue for me, because with anything, you resist it, it persists. We know that. And so we just don't want to give it too much attention. And once you start accepting something as part of a process in order to get you to a point, then it becomes so much easier because you're not seeing it as this huge issue. And where people are concerned, we will fight with ourselves, we will get annoyed with ourselves, cross with ourselves, that we shouldn't be attached. Why are we attached? Because we know that if you let go of attachment, you receive. So why the hell can't we attach? Can't we detach? Sorry, I keep looking up there. There's a dragonfly in here and it's freaking me out. It's a bit still at the moment, so I'm hoping it stays there. I've got the doors open. I just want it to go away because I can't kill it. So we become attached. We know we need to let go because we know it's an absolute fact that as soon as we let go, we will receive, but we still can't do it. So we get cross and we think, why the hell can't we do it? We know if we do it, then we'll receive. So what the hell is wrong with us? But that doesn't help you. That just gets you more and more and more attached, because then you get attached to the whole having to let go, and it becomes this huge monster of a thing, and it doesn't have to be. So my best advice to you, just let it be there and just see it as it's what has to happen in order for you to get to that point, and then it will release it more naturally. If you can be released about 70%, that will be enough, because I have found that I have felt when something has come to me, I thought, oh wow, and I document stuff so that I know how to pass this on to you guys. And I will say something like, wow, I manifested this and I definitely wasn't completely detached. I was still thinking about it, but not in a really uptight way, but I still had that little bit of attachment. You know, you can kind of feel it here, can't you? Still had that little bit of attachment, but it was tiny. It didn't have much power, so I manifested it. And then the key is when you manifest it, don't then get hooked on manifesting more and more. Just let it happen naturally. But again, any attachment, just let it be there. And just appreciate it for being part of, say, oh, thank you for being here, because now I know that I'm on my way to manifesting this. Just don't get yourself stressed out about any of this stuff, because that's when it doesn't happen, and that's when you just live your life via the law of attraction and you forget to live your life. So it's my best advice to you. It works for me. And don't, thing is, then you'll kind of forget about time, because you'll get a bit kind of excited about that manifestation coming, because you know this is all the process. And when you feel it releasing slightly, the key is when you feel it releasing slightly because you've accepted it, don't then think, oh, it's nearly gone, so I'll just try and force that last little bit out, because then it will just come back. So just let this carry on, let it happen naturally, and you will find that you manifest far quicker. And sometimes you'll manifest and you'll even question that you've manifested it. You'll think, would that have happened anyway? Because it will happen so naturally. There you go. I really hope that this helps. I have a lot of emails about one-to-one coaching. I do that via a home study course now, backed up with one-to-one support, £5 a month. Pop it onto my website, look at the coaching page for some more information. There's an explainer video there, and I've got books out and various things, but you can see links to that on my main video here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this was useful.